Hello, everybody. Well, I've been gone for a few days, a week. Haven't come online talking. Um, I had to finish something that that I've been working on for quite some time, and there's a bit of a story behind it. About 5 years ago, about 5 years ago, um, my girlfriend who passed come walking through the door with a guitar and a guitar neck in a bag, and she had picked it up at the thrift store. Now, what apparently was going to happen is this guy had acquired a authentic Fender neck from way back. We don't know what year, but we know it's probably late 60s, early 70s. And he had went out and got a upper line Fender Squire Telecaster, and it was in rough shape. About the only thing on it that was seizable was the body. And so she seen this and grabbed it and paid very much for it. I think $10, $15, which was a steal compared, to what that neck was. Now we all know that the bodies and the necks are all the same. It's what they do to them in the custom shop that makes them special. When you get them, just you buy a regular one off the floor, it's not so grand as a custom. But all they do is they work on it a lot more and sand the frets and put better pots in it and better pickups. And so that's exactly what I did. And through some research, we found out that this old neck, that's what he was going to do. He was going to take this Squire body, this perfectly good body, and put this old neck on it and make him a guitar. Well, that's exactly what I did. And I had been studying up on a rock documentary about Terry Kath and got to wanting a Terry Kath guitar. The Telecaster with a humbucker in it. Give it that bluesy uh, Gibson sound, but you still got your other back pickup to give it that treble, for Telecaster. And that's what I did, and I built this guitar, and it took working on it, putting it down, working on it, putting it down, picking it back up, working on it, buying the parts for it, because I hot rodded it up all 400 pots, and if you know what I'm talking about, and turned it into a raunchy, rough bluesy guitar, rock guitar too. I mean, it's all out. It's full open, and it made an awesome guitar. And that old neck turned out to be, he knew what he was doing. And so I built the guitar, and I thought, well, I got to have a nice case sold for it. So, and I like a big case to put stuff in. So I went and bought a big tweed guitar case. And because this guitar became kind of special and the way it looks and everything, I thought, well, let's do something special with the guitar case. So I decided, me being a painter, I'd paint it. And that was a 3-year project. And the guitar was her idea. And painting the guitar case was her idea. What's painted on it was her idea. It's all her idea. And she's passed away now. She got to see it mostly 3/4 finished, but she never seen it finished. And I've had it on here and showed it a couple of times, but never finished. And so now it's finished. And I've named the guitar after her. And her name's on the case. And it's done. And I'm really proud of it. It took 3 years to paint this guitar case. Because I had to paint it, let it dry, put it down, paint it. You get tired of working on it. It wasn't just a painting. It was a tweed covered guitar case. And so every drop of paint I put on it soaked it up. Before I figured out I should have put a coat of paint across it, it was too late. And I'd already painted stuff I didn't want to take off of it. So I had to paint, repaint, spray, and repaint to get it built up. And it just took a long time. Then, had to work on the insides and make it kind of special. And it just turned out really good, and I'm proud of it. And Charlemagne had so much to do with it that this is the guitar case, and the guitar is about her. And I gave it her name, and I want to show it off to you guys. So you're gonna have to give me a little second here. I ain't got it all set up like people that do stuff, so I'm just gonna do the best I can and show it to you. And you can zoom in on. You've seen it. I've had it on before, but you can zoom in, and there's a old Louisiana graveyard, and the guitar player sitting on a wall up there, and he's got him a bunch of guests that's joined him, ghosts. If you zoom in on it, you see a lot. I'm going to turn it around. Well, let's show the top. Here's the top. The top goes up into space, sort of, and it's got its own little twist. The other side is a city, what we call the blues city, I guess, or whatever. Turn it around. The bottom has got its own little picture, but we won't show it because it's kind of self-explanatory. And there is the other side. I got 3 years in this guitar case. And you can zoom in and see all the detail on it, whatever. I'm going to lay it down and open it up. And introduce you to... You guys have seen her play before. Introduce you to Miss Charlemagne. And there's her guitar case. That is finished. And we've even got lights inside for her. Let's turn off the lights here. There she is. Got her own lights inside and mirrors and what have you. And she's all done. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of the case. It took a long time to paint it. And it was kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever, that's what I was wanting to talk about here, is that if you've ever had a project or something that you started, something that needed to be finished, and things just couldn't go on until you finished it. That's the way this guitar case was. And some other paintings and stuff that aren't done, that some things I was doing at the time when she got sick and whatever, and it was just like I knew before I could move on. You know, I'm single, I'm alone, and so, you know, I had the time. I thought I better finish this while I can. And without it being finished, it just seemed like I couldn't move on. And every day that went by and I looked at it and I was like, God, I got to finish that. And then I realized that that's a part of my life that needed to be finished, you know. You got to finish things. You got to finish what you start. And I found out the hard way in life, finish what you start. Because this was hard. And it was the hardest thing I've ever painted. And it was worth it. And it's done. And after I'm gone, it's going to make somebody a beautiful case and a hell of a guitar. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to be back in a few minutes talking about some stuff. But thanks for putting up with me. I just wanted to show this off, and it took a lot of years to finish. You wouldn't think something like that would take so long, but it did. But it's done, and thanks for listening. See you later.